What is Hinduism? Some people think it's just a culture or Hinduism is just a way of life, but Hinduism is something way bigger. Hinduism is a religion with complex theology, philosophy, goals, and sacred texts. It's a diverse religion with many different traditions and denominations. So, what makes someone a Hindu? The word Hindu is an exonym, not something natively found in India. The actual name for Hinduism is Sanatana Dharma, but for purposes of simplicity, in this video we will use the term Hinduism. A Hindu is someone who accepts three core philosophical tenets: the Atman, the soul, Ishvara, God, and the Vedas as a religious text. The core three philosophical tenets are what Hinduism calls Astika. Astika thought is what separates Hinduism from other religions like Buddhism and Jainism, also called Nastika. Let's discuss what Hinduism is not. Hinduism is not an ethnicity, a language, or one-side culture. There are Hindus of all races and anyone can become a Hindu. Hindus are spread across various countries and various local cultures. The Vedas are the foundation of Hindu theology. You don't need to study all four, but accepting them as an authoritative religious text is what defines someone as a Hindu. Now let's discuss the Ishvara, God. In Hinduism, the Ishvara is the supreme divine being and the highest reality that sustains the universe. Hinduism doesn't treat God as a distant creator. The Ishvara is both cosmic and personal, and it's a source of moral order and the intelligence behind nature, and the one we give our devotion to. Since we're on the topic of God, let's cover a large misconception within Hinduism. Is Hinduism monotheistic or is it polytheistic? Hinduism is monotheistic, but in many ways it can be polytheistic. In Hinduism, God works like a country. In our country, we have various governors, state officials, and a head of state, the president. The president is what we call the Parabrahman, the supreme God. Various Hindu sects disagree on who that president is. Vaishnavites will say the head of state is Vishnu, Shaivites will say the head of state is Shiva, and so on and so on. Just like in a country, the president isn't the entire nation. The president represents the nation, and people interact with the state through its various officials or just one official. In the same way, the gods aren't the ultimate reality, but they represent the ultimate reality, and humans interact with God through these forms. What is the soul? All beings have a soul. In Hinduism, we call this the Atman. The Atman is not your body, not your personality, it's not your mind. The Atman is indestructible. It cannot be cut, burned, or destroyed. It simply moves from one lifetime to the next through the process of reincarnation. When your body dies, your Atman doesn't die with it. Instead, it continues its journey, entering a new body according to its karma, its desires, and its lessons it still needs to learn. The ongoing cycle of birth, death, and rebirth is called samsara. It's considered a condition of ignorance, attachment, and suffering, where the soul is stuck repeating the same moral mistakes and suffering. To break free from the cycle of samsara is called moksha, which is emancipation from the cycle. How do you attain moksha, you may ask? Well, there are many ways. You can escape samsara through jnana yoga, the path of knowledge, bhakti yoga, the path of devotion, karma yoga, the path of selfless action, and raja yoga, the path of meditation and discipline. How do you become a Hindu? People often wrongly assume that Hinduism is something that you're born into or that you have to be Indian to practice. Hinduism is not limited to one race, one language, or one country. Anyone can become a Hindu. Hinduism doesn't have a single universal conversion ritual, but generally to become a Hindu, one has to believe in the three core philosophical tenets: belief in the soul, belief in God, and accepting the Vedas as a religious text. If you want to learn more about what Hindus practice, reading the Bhagavad Gita is one of the best places to start.